Hello, Casper. It's so good to see you. Thank you for joining. And let's just introduce ourselves. So, my name is Peter Childs, and I'm a professor from Imperial College London. I'm also involved with companies such as Qbot Limited and Bladebug Limited, amongst others. So, as I say, Casper, hello and welcome. Let's kick off by you telling us a bit about yourself.
Yep. Hi, Peter. Good to see you. And yeah, thanks for having me for the interview. My name is Caspar Altöfer. I'm professor of robotics engineering at Queen Mary University of London, and I'm also the director of the Center for Advanced Robotics at Queen Mary. And yeah, I'm interested in robotics in particular, but I've also yeah, other interests outside robotics, in particular heated garments. And I think that's something we are going to talk about a bit more now.
Okay, so heated garments. This sounds interesting, and of course, it's why we're talking today. So, tell us about a bit about the issues and how you got interested in heated garments.
Yep. So my particular starting point was the high energy prices. So they're going up and up, especially thinking about space heating, i.e., heating my own home. And so I wanted to, kind of combat that, and thought one way to do that is to wear electrically heated garments. I'm wearing one underneath here. So this black one here is actually something that can be electrically heated. So these run on portable power banks. And in this way, I can keep warm while the temperature in the room is actually lower than usual. So in this way, I turn down the thermostat, I can actually save energy and money.
So, this is a, a reasonably well-established technique, heating the person, not the room. So, just go into this a little bit more for us so that we can get to grips with the issues and the opportunity.
Yep. So yeah, definitely this technology has been around for some time, is mainly used outdoors. So people put these gilets on that are electrically heated to keep warm. You can also have insoles that are electrically heated, so keep your feet warm. So for example, if you work outside or if you do sports, then that can be very useful. So now my proposal is to take that into the indoor space. And so I'm suggesting, wear it at home, and in this way you can reduce the energy that you need, to heat the space. And maybe just a quick word. So in principle, these are garments. They have electric wires in them. And when you then apply a voltage, via a battery, they become warm. And if you wear them on your body, it keeps you nice and comfortable. But yeah, you already spoke about issues. Obviously, one can see that only as a temporary solution, and long-term, usage needs to be maybe looked at with a bit of being careful there. So
Well, let's ask.
recommended, yeah,
So
please.
academics are famous for saying something and recommending something, but it's based upon books. It's based upon theory. You've been doing this for a while, haven't you? So firstly, you mentioned that these kinds of devices have been around for a long time, say for motorbike riders, sports people. Of course, we have heated seats in cars. Um, so, well-established technology. But you've been living this. You've been doing it for yourself and in your own home. How long have you been doing this?
Yep. So I started 4 years ago wearing very thick coats. And then 3 years ago, I started using electrically heated garments. So 3 years effectively that I have experience with those garments, that keep me warm
Okay,
locally.
fantastic. And is it safe? And how low can you go? You say you've turned down the thermostat in your home.
Yeah.
So yeah, is it safe? How low can you go?
Yeah. I mean, I have been going quite low. So I had sometimes temperatures in the house down to 13 degrees. Um, maybe an average temperature of 15 across the winter period. And as a result, I was able to save 50% of energy used for space heating, so for radiators. Um, and yeah, that is very low. I appreciate that. And there could be issues. I mean, I have not experienced these issues. I have been comfortable during this period. I have not been more ill than at other times.
So what we might be saying is that this might not be for everybody. You know, if you've got respiratory issues,
Yeah,
then perhaps a higher ambient temperature might well be suitable
yeah.
or necessary. But your own experience, it's been okay so far.
Yep, definitely okay. I totally appreciate it. One can feel it. The air is colder. Your face is usually very cold. And for me at least, more importantly, my hands are also quite cold. So there are some shortcomings and elements that I have not,
What
explored in
what
more
does your
detail.
family think about all of this?
That's also a very good question. So in principle, they like the idea. They also think, it could help with the environment, so less energy is used, less carbon dioxide is produced. But then on the other hand, they don't want to have the temperature so low. They don't want to wear these extra garments. So yeah, one has to probably strike a balance there.
Okay. And what of the future? Are you thinking of doing this open source or running a business? If other people wanted to engage, what are your suggestions?
Yeah, I mean, the technology is there. Of course, things could be further improved. What I have noticed is that at times these jackets are just too warm, and then it gets too cold. You start sweating. So there is, I think, some demand to improve the technology, have it controlled in a better way. So that's something I would like to look into. Um, more long term, I mean, I could think about, starting my own business, but probably what I would like more is to act as an advisor and, and let people know about it and provide these ideas open source.
Fantastic. So this sounds like a call to action, if you wish. So if there are interested people, should they contact you at your university or otherwise? What do you have in mind?
Yeah, I would be very happy to be contacted, and I have a website that needs probably updating, but there is a possibility there to contact me and have more information about this, and also use the website to see what I'm offering, what
So
advice I'm offering.
this sounds really interesting, Casper. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
And people are interested in practical ways in which to contribute towards the sustainability movements, and this sounds truly worthy. Thank you ever so much, Casper,
Maybe
for
maybe I
sharing.
can maybe I can add something. So we spoke about issues, but maybe not sufficiently. So I haven't done any long-term study or study with many people. Some of my friends are using them and they're very happy. For example, my mother wears a similar system like this one here, like a sweatshirt that is electrically heated. She's very happy, but obviously there can be issues, and we already touched on that. People with certain respiratory problems might not be, suited for that and might need to, have the temperature high in the room. So that is one thing one should need to explore further before one can really go into it full-heartedly. The other problem I wanted to add is these are rechargeable batteries that you wear on you in a pocket, and these then charge or provide the electricity for these garments. and they can, malfunction. So they can burn, they can, overheat. And so there one has to be very careful. And yeah, it's no guarantee. I had no problems so far. I mean, across
Okay.
those 3 years, but that needs to be looked into definitely.
Okay, well, thank you for that caveat. That's very important. The issue of battery packs, a well-documented concern, and one just needs to appropriately manage
Yeah.
any energy storage device. They are energy intensive and need to be managed in an appropriate way. Casper, thank you once again, and
Yep.
indeed for the caution and caveat. We wish you well with this important endeavor towards sustainability and contribution, and invite people to collaborate, explore with you, and we'll make sure that your website. Just tell us the website address.
So
Ah,
it's yeah, maybe I
we'll
can
we'll
I
add
can
it in.
add
We'll add it
that
in.
in. Yeah, sorry,
Okay,
I don't. It's yeah,
does not
I'll
run
put it
off the
in.
tap.
Yeah. Thank you very
Professors from
much.
universities, we know a lot, but we forget some of the obvious things. Thank you once again, Casper, and look forward to chatting to you again soon.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was really a pleasure talking to you, and thanks for the very good questions. It was a very, very pleasant interview. Thanks a lot, Peter.